This is part 2 of a 4-part nutrition coaching series where we're going to discuss how to optimize your health using micronutrients and antioxidants. So by the end of this video, you'll understand what micronutrients and antioxidants are and why they're essential for your health. So let's get started. Micronutrients are like all the fluids in your car that are not gasoline. In video 1, we spoke about gasoline, which are macronutrients. In this video, we're talking about everything else. Things like oil, engine coolant, windshield wiper fluid. These fluids in your car are essential for it to function well, and without them, your car will start to break down and lose function. The same takes place with your body when you lack micronutrients and antioxidants. So you might notice when you are deficient in a micronutrient that you start to feel tired more often. You can't sleep that well, you feel depressed, you get sick, you have digestion issues, you lose your hair, you have muscle cramps, etc. This is why it's so important to have these micronutrients. So there are 13 essential vitamins and 16 essential minerals that our bodies need. We get these from food and the sun. I made these 2 charts here of foods that I eat to get these nutrients. They're foods that I like. They're also foods that are very high in these nutrients. You don't necessarily have to do this, but getting an idea of the types of foods that contain these micronutrients is very helpful so that you don't have deficiencies. You'll see that there's a lot of repetition with the foods. We'll talk about that in just a moment. Eating whole, unprocessed foods allows you to get these micronutrients. The more processing that occurs, the fewer nutrients it contains, the food contains. I think most people, when they talk about processed foods, they understand that more processing is worse, but most people focus too much on the calorie content. Oh, more processed foods have more calories. Yes, but also it has less or fewer nutrients. And this is so important. Doing something like having actual peanuts versus having peanut butter cookies, the amount of nutrients in there, the amount of micronutrients and antioxidants is far less. And so this is the thing. We want to focus on eating good foods to give our bodies what they need, to give our engines and our cars all of the other fluids than just oil. Otherwise, we start to break down. Our joints start to hurt, etc. So to get all of these nutrients, you really have 2 options. You can eat superfoods or you can take supplements. Superfoods are things like beef liver, oysters, eggs, and Atlantic salmon that contain so many micronutrients. Now, products that are grown in the wild, like pasture-raised cows, wild-caught salmon, these animals that are out in the open, eating their natural diets, have better nutrients, have more nutrients and better fats in them. If instead we take these animals and we put them in a cage and we feed them corn, the amount of nutrition in them goes down. This is why you want to buy pasture-raised chicken eggs, instead of eggs of chickens that are in cages and fed corn. The actual fats in the egg are better for you when it's out in the pasture, getting sun, eating bugs, etc. Same is true for salmon, same is true for beef. So you want to get pasture-raised animals. So most supplements don't get absorbed as well as real foods. This is something called bioavailability. That's why I recommend eating real foods instead of taking supplements. However, I do recommend supplementing with key nutrients that people are deficient in. Things like vitamin D, which we get from the sun. So in the winter, you should definitely be taking a vitamin D supplement if you're in the north. Or zinc, magnesium, omega-3 fats, also known as fish oil. Those I recommend supplementing. Now, of course, talk to your doctor. Now, in the United States, it's crazy, but supplements do not need to be proven safe, and they also don't need to contain what they say they do. It's a crazy law. It's super corrupt, but basically, to make sure that you're not getting screwed over, you want to look for a USP certification, which is an entity that certifies that your supplement contains what it says it does. They have a website with all of their products that are certified to contain what they say they do. Choose supplements that are more popular because they're more likely to be tested than an unknown weird supplement on Amazon with 20 reviews. Be careful taking supplements. So those are micronutrients. What do I do personally with this is I eat beef liver and I'm getting all of these B vitamins. I get plenty of sun, so I have my vitamin D. I eat things like sunflower seeds or pumpkin seeds and I get my magnesium or vitamin K, vitamin E. So I have these certain foods that I keep in my diet, and you don't even have to know why anymore, but just knowing, oh, these foods have a ton of vitamins and minerals. I want to keep them in my diet, and then you're not going to be deficient. Brazil nuts for selenium. Having a couple Brazil nuts in your house is so easy, and you're less likely to have a deficiency. So that's what I recommend. You can make your own chart like this, or just copy some of mine. But that'll make sure that you don't run out of your engine coolant, or you don't run out of windshield wiper fluid for your car, for your body, and start losing functions. So the next thing is antioxidants. Antioxidants are like the body's cleanup crew. So in daily life, we're constantly damaging our bodies and healing. It's a constant process of damaging and healing. Natural things like metabolism, getting sun, pollution, or eating less healthy foods is going to damage your body. Antioxidants help to heal those damaged cells. They help to keep our immune system functioning well. So they help to reduce inflammation. So without antioxidants, you'll experience more chronic disease. You might have your joints hurt more arthritis. You might have a greater likelihood of getting cancer or heart disease. This is why antioxidants are so essential. They keep you healthy. So there are actually thousands of antioxidants, and pretty much every healthy food that you can think of has some antioxidants. Now, some foods have more, which is why I choose to keep certain foods in my diet. Things like blueberries, cinnamon, turmeric, and other spices. Putting spices on your food helps you to stay healthy. Avocado, etc. So here's a list of some of the antioxidants. I think this is the top 7 that I put that are generally considered some of the best sources. And then you can see foods that I eat to get these. Oh, dark chocolate. People jump, I can have all the chocolate I want. Not necessarily, but oranges, almonds, broccoli, bell peppers, sunflower seeds, Brazil nuts, carrots, etc. contain different antioxidants, and I try to keep those foods in my diet so that I don't get deficient, so that I stay healthy. And here are some other options. So this is a relatively short video just explaining why micronutrients and antioxidants are so important for your health. You don't want to be deficient because then your health is going to suffer. You're not going to function as well. You're not going to have as much energy. You're maybe going to have other ailments or sickness. So the key principle here is that most people are not healthy because of what they don't eat, not because of what they eat. So deficiencies keep most people sick. So you want to make sure that you're not deficient in any of these essential nutrients by eating some diverse foods, some good healthy foods. And yeah, that's this video. In the next video, we're going to talk about how to create your custom nutrition plan. Until next time, peace.